Hey there! In this video I want to talk about something that has bugged me quite a bit when writing songs on the MC-707, namely how disordered the clip view in combination with the scene banks is to me. So that's my topic for today, and if you've ever had difficulty coming up with planning strategies, then this might be just for you. The problem is that the MC works with clips and scenes and has quite a rigid structure to it. So here's a drum beat on track 1. I can save this drum beat and the bass to a scene by activating both, pressing the scene bank and then pressing the button for the scene number. Simple enough. And so I can program this scene by pressing the bank and then pressing one of the 16 buttons here, and I tell it to be scene number 1. Let's switch to a full song. Okay, that looks troubling. Let us see what we have in this scene. So here is a more complex song, and when I start scene 1, you see that some clips are at the bottom and some are at the top. The point is that when I use a scene to contain a complete song part, for example the intro, then I have an empty drum clip playing for 8 bars that goes to clip 15 for some hi-hats and stuff, and then finally to clip 1. And this is where the clip view gets complicated. Even more complicated when you use the scene banks on the left side to program different versions of the song. Then you arrive at situations in which the first 2 lines might contain the outro and not the intro for reasons of haphazard composing. This is exacerbated when I have a lot more parts and I kept composing for a while on one song. But if I look back on my songs, then all conform to quite standard patterns of composition, especially the pop song structure, and it makes sense. I've played the guitar in pop rock bands, check out the Lou Baxter project for example, and we did some down-to-earth classic rock. Bingo, the pop song structure again. So for the next couple of songs, I want to compose in that structure from the very beginning, and that will help a lot in keeping track of my ideas. The first step for me is to formulate my goal, a brief and an outline for a song. The goal is what I want to achieve with my song, such as the genre, mood, message or audience. The brief is a short summary of my song idea, including the title, topic, length, format and other key points. Armed with that, I can start to pre-produce my song with pen and paper. For example, let's say my goal is to write a synth pop track with a catchy melody, a mystical intense vibe and a simple structure. My brief could be something like this. This brief gives me some idea of what I want to do and how I want to do it. It also helps me avoid getting stuck or overwhelmed by too many options. The next step is to use my brief to write an outline of the song. An outline is a list of main sections or part of the song along with the key points or information I want to cover in that section. An outline can help me create a logical flow and avoid missing any important detail. For example, based on my brief, my outline could be something like that. This outline gives me a lot of structure, direction, and really some scaffolding to compose more freely, knowing that everything will be alright in the end. Outlining also helps me avoid writer's block or needlessly repetitive parts by adding some variation and contrast, simply because I know in advance what is going to happen. So there you go. In the next video, we're going to continue and we're going to take a look at the effects on the MC-707. But today, that's it. And so, yeah, see you soon and bye-bye.